Hey, what is up folks, and welcome back to another video. So a few days ago, Apple had their September conference which showed off a ton of Apple's brand new mobile devices, including a new watch and a few new phones. This video is more of a breeze through of some of the stuff Tim Cook and his crew went over in the conference, and I will save my primary opinions for a later video. So let's jump right in here with the first thing revealed, the Apple Watch Series 4. As someone who currently uses a Samsung Gear watch and has always been a fan of the Gear lineup, I have to say I'm quite impressed with what Apple has done here with the Series 4 watch. A complete redesign followed by a way larger screen on both the 40 and 44mm models, and at least 30% larger. The single button on the watch has been switched over to a solid state button to be more waterproof. The new design shows to be more of a curved, rounded shape that also happens to be overall thinner, all around making for a less bulky feel. Diving inside is where it gets more interesting. The Apple Watch gets an S4 chip, a dual-core 64-bit processor, making it not only many times faster than the previous model, but optimized so the battery life remains close to its previous model's 18-hour lifespan, considering the much larger screen sizes. Other features talked about were the 50% louder microphone and new rethought-out gyroscope, which is said to detect when the user has fallen and is able to call for emergency services if you are unresponsive for a long enough period of time. All of their improvements and features will be listed in the links provided below, and that pretty much sums up the new Apple Watch. Now let's talk about those new phones. Apple was very excited to announce its predecessor to the widely successful iPhone X, the iPhone XS and XS Max. At first glance, they appear to be merely plus sizes of last November's 10, but there is more under the hood for these iPhones as long as you get past the very user-opinionated notch located at the top of the screen. The first model shown, the XS, maintains last year's size at 5.8 inches, but the SX Max is the true star of the show with its bump to a 6.5 inch screen. As for specs, we are looking at the lightning-fast A12 Bionic chip, worlds faster than the A11, with Apple's claim for being the most advanced chip the tech industry has ever seen. It comes in a storage base of 64GB, but for a pretty penny it can be up to either 256 or 512GB of storage. We also saw a water resistance upgrade to IP68, which allows the phones to be submerged in up to 2 meters of water for 30 minutes. Apple enthusiasts will be happy to see that the camera got a tech boost this year, with a software adjustment to allow self-applied blur effects in order to simulate the favorited portrait effect. Otherwise, it maintains the same 12-megapixel wide lens and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens. There is also improvement to the back flash. As for front selfie camera, we still have a 7-megapixel shooter with an improved depth sensor. Other mentioned features include improved stereo sound, faster Face ID, dual SIM capability, and 30% faster app launching due to that A12 Bionic chip. These models are said to come in 3 colors, gold, silver, and space gray. Prices will start at $999 for the XS and $1,099 for the XS Max, and will go up accordingly to the storage options you choose. The phone news doesn't stop there, because Apple had their one last thing to reveal to us at the conference.
But there is one last thing.
Which happens to be none other than the iPhone XR, a slightly dumbed down, more budget-oriented option for consumers who are not looking to pay the $1,000 premium for the higher-end flagships. A lot of the features of the XR are extremely similar to that of the XS and XS Max, other than the cheaper variants will not feature a dual-lens camera and get a screen downgrade from OLED to LCD with a 1792 by 828 pixel resolution. So for those who love their full HD content consumption, you won't quite get that with this phone. Otherwise, the only immediately notable difference is the single lens on the back of the phone instead of a dual-lens camera like last year's 10 and this year's new XS and XS Max. The iPhone XR also comes in quite a few more color options compared to its higher-end $1,000 predecessor, somewhat mirrored to how Apple released its iPhone 5C lineup back in September of 2013. Those colors include white, black, red, yellow, blue, and coral, which appears to be a very salmony orange color. This model starts at $749 and goes up accordingly depending on which amount of storage you get. And I'm afraid that wraps it up for the September Apple conference. Tell me what you all thought of the products revealed and if you plan on getting it and what you'd like to see Apple improve in the future. But otherwise, that will be all for today. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all those wonderful things, and I will see you guys in the next one.